This is our typical slider. We have two types of sliders, a tilt latch and a lift out. In this case, we're talking about a tilt latch slider. So a tilt latch technology has two little latches on the side, which allows to open the window towards ourselves. This is meant for maintenance purposes, makes cleaning the window way easier without requiring us to go on the roof or hire expensive window cleaning services. All sliders have a weather stripping. All hardware is metal made. In this case, each slider will be equipped with a cam lock for a security lock of the window. You can see the easiness the slider opens and closes. This is the inside of the window. The jamb is the part that goes inside of the house. The size of the jamb will be decided by the thickness of the wall. For a standard 2x4 framing, that would be 1 3/8" jamb. For a 2x6 framing, it would be a 3 3/8" jamb. That will be determined by the measurement installer right before we start manufacturing of the window. So as I said, this is the inside of the window. Now let's look to the outside of the window. This is the way the window looks on the outside. It has fusion welded corners. Each window will be equipped with a mosquito screen. This is a by default, it comes from us. Any openable window has a bug screen, mosquito screen. Each slider is equipped with drain flaps, which are installed, two of them are installed diagonally at the bottom of the window, and two of them are installed right over here at the bottom of the frame. The purpose of that installation is to prevent from debris flying with the wind clogging the flaps. Unlike some of our competitors' windows, or flaps are installed flat on the window, which gets clogged pretty fast. And then what happens is rainwater will always find its way inside the frame. It needs to drain out. So if it cannot drain out because of the flap is clogged, the water stays inside the frame. Standing water is a swamp, which might cause to a mold growth. In this case, chances these flaps are going to get clogged are very, very low, keeping our window safer for the homeowner. Now let me just show you a cross-section of our slider so I can explain a little bit better what happens inside the window. First thing first, let's talk a little bit about the frame itself. It's a multi-chamber frame. The purpose of the multiple chambers, it has actually two purposes. First one, it creates rigidity ribs, which you can see here, here, and over here, to carry the load of a very heavy triple pane seal unit. The second purpose of the chambers is thermal break. More chambers we have in the frame, less chances for the cold air getting inside the house, this is the outside, to the inside of the house. Let's talk a little bit about the seal units themselves. Each seal unit, and like I said, this is a slider window. That is why we have two seal units here. Each seal unit is 1 3/8" thick with 3mm pane for each glass pane. It has 1/2 inch gap, a void between the panes, which is what is recommended for argon gas to expand. Argon, as any gas, needs to expand. And it gets warm, it expands due to the sunlight that we're getting from the outside, and that's what keeps our windows warm in the winter. So 1/2 inch gaps in between the panes, 1 3/8" total thickness. The inside, the spacer in between the panes is made of, we call it a super spacer, but it is a polybutylene foam which does not get affected by the weather. It stays flexible at any weather condition, unlike some of our competitors using stainless steel spacers. Stainless steel, like any metal, is a temperature conductor. In that case, even if you do a thermal camera check in the winter with the stainless steel spacers, you will see the temperatures in the corners around the spacers would be just above zero. This is, as I said, polybutylene foam. We call it a super spacer. The seals around the seal unit. All of our seals, we have 4 seals, 2 on the outside, 2 on the inside, made of neoprene. It's the same type of a material you're going to find in your freezers, in your fridges, in your washers, in your dishwashers, in your car. It's not rubber like most people would think. Rubber, give it a year, cold weather, hot weather, it's going to crack. This is neoprene. Neoprene stays flexible at any weather conditions.